Wow. That ending could go a couple of ways. But let's start this off because I wasn't ready. I definitely wasn't ready. Now, of course, Annalise is talking to Bonnie. This is, oh yeah, How to Get Away with Murder, Season 3, Episode 8. No more blood. Yeah, we'll see about that. Just a fire. No more blood. But Annalise is talking to Bonnie because she needs to let Bonnie know that someone snitched on her. Someone snitched on her. That's the only reason why she's in jail right now. And she's trying to figure out who it is after all the stuff that's happened for her to end up in jail's crazy. Laurel's at home and Frank, of course, is there. Frank's like, ta-da! I'm back! She's looking at him like, what are you doing here, Frank? At first I was like, oh my gosh, if Laurel and Frank hooked up. But surprisingly, they didn't. So, look, I was shocked as the rest of you. Surprisingly, they didn't. I was just waiting for the other curtain to drop as in, haha, we got fooled. But no. Frank's like, I'm trying to be a better person. You know, don't kick me out. You really with Wes? What's good? That's when Bonnie goes and calls Laurel. And it's just like, oh, so is Frank there? Because Bonnie let Annalise know that Frank is back. Is Frank there? Yep, he sure is. It's like, put me on the phone. Put me on the phone. Annalise is like, you better not. Tell him that I will kill him if I ever see him again. Laura's like, Annalise will kill you if she ever sees you again. And she was like, wait a minute, come in. Where are you going? You come in. Come in. And don't come in. Stop it. And this is where we see the little breakdown of Connor and, you know, Connor, Michaela, and Asher. They're still supposed to be like one happy family. It's a weird dynamic going on over there. And we'll figure out what's happening with Connor's relationship, and I guess Michaela and Asher's relationship, and, you know, more of Michaela's past a little bit soon. Wes is trying to figure out what his next move is. Annalise wants him to sit down, shut up, and actually listen to her for once. Don't just go off and do what you want to do. We have a plan. Just stick to the plan. Just stick to the plan. Bonnie goes over to Laurel's house and sees Frank change, and it's like, really, Laurel? What was this? I gave you 2 hours? I gave you 2 hours and you're already back in this man's bed? Really? Really, really? Really, really, really? I'm looking at her like, Laurel, you ain't ish. But I don't believe it. This time, for once, I don't believe it. Wes is looking at Laurel like, wait a minute. So Frank is back and you going with him again? She said, no, no, no. I just wanted to make sure he didn't kill anyone. I'm still here for you. You know, I've been doing all this mess for you. We are together. We'll work out this case together. We see Mahoney's son that he claims, lawyer, has actually, she's, you know, doing a little press release. Frank is telling her, why? Because we need to create an alibi. For some reason, he's saying that he has an alibi. And so that discredits whatever Wes was saying. Now, Annalise gets called in to the the president's office, and we're thinking, okay, what is going on here? The president wants Annalise's help because she's like, okay, that lawyer, I really appreciate it. That lawyer that you have for me, I'll need it because my husband did exactly what you said he would do. He's going to take the kids, and he wants everything. He wants full custody of the kids. He wants the house. He wants all of my money. I'm just screwed. I'm just screwed, and I really need some help. Here comes Simon bringing over these flowers, these roses, over to Oliver's, and we're looking like, Connor, did you? No, but I'm thinking, no, Connor didn't do this. And Simon's just like, you know what? I did this for you. It's just like, what? Like, no, 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 I'm kidding. Whoever your little love bug is, it is what it is. And that's when Asher's like, wait a minute, so are you two trying to get, are my two bros getting back together? He said, Connor said, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. And Michaela had this look of, oh crap, Asher, shut the hell up. Oliver goes over, Connor goes over there, and it's just like, oh, who's that from? Is that from your so-called ex? It's like, oh, yeah, but I don't accept it. It's just like, wow, you were that good, huh? It's like, you know we didn't do anything. So, yeah, we'll see about that. We know that Simon is yoking this up. It's just like, oh, trouble in paradise. Interesting, because Michaela comes over and tells Connor that Annalise needs us. And that's when Simon's just like, you know, regardless of how close you are to him, you'll never be on the inside. I'm thinking, Simon, that's the position you really want to be in. For some reason, you don't like Annalise, you don't like the Key 5, but you still want to be a part of the Key 5. What is wrong with you? You just want to fit in and be a part of something so bad. That's why we don't like you. Anyway, now the Key 5 is divided even more so than ever, because Michaela and Connor have this whole mentality of screw Wes and screw whatever has Wes going on. You know, we're not going to be a part of that BS. We're going to go off and study and be regular students. You guys handle whatever you need to handle. I was like, wait a minute, are you coming, Asher? Asher said, Wes needs us. What's wrong with you? Hello, Wes needs us. Stop thinking about yourself. I was like, Asher, don't make me start liking you. Don't make me start liking you. It's not going to happen. But don't make me start liking you. See, the thing is, I don't have an issue with Asher. I really don't. I actually don't. It's just sometimes he gets on my nerves. But I've always had, you know, a little soft spot for Asher because he's like a puppy. Him and Wes are like puppies. I was like, oh, yeah, you get on my nerves sometimes. You won't leave us alone, but oh. So now they have to devise a plan on how can they go and discredit this person. They're going to go and figure that out. But Frank is still tailing Mahoney's lawyer. Next thing you know, he sees that evil woman that actually told Frank, you know, I'll give you this money if you just plant the bug in Annalise's hotel room. And because of that, Annalise got in that hit and run and lost her baby. Bonnie's filling her in on the fact that Frank found the woman who was in charge of your hit and run. And it's just like, so what do you want to do? Because we know how this works. What do you want to do? Whatever you want to do, we have your back. First things first, they devised a plan to go to get Wes's medical records to work the whole angle. Because it was Wes's idea to work the whole angle of he has mental illness issues. Not he has mental illness issues, but he did go and put himself in psychiatric hold. And they're going to go and try to finagle that. They're going to go and try to finagle that and spin that before the other side does. While they're there at the hospital, Maggie sees Wes and Laurel all hugged and booed up. And she said, the fact that you two didn't have the decency to at least tell me that this was the reality is why I'm over it. That's why I'm over it. So it's like, don't talk. You broke up with me and you were like, oh no, I'm just too complicated. But yeah, right, you're too complicated because your heart's with another. With your best friend. I see how it is. Laurel trying to get Wes's paperwork. It was like, we need him to go and take it from us. Bonnie and Asher are talking. And, you know, Asher's just like, look, I'm here for Wes. I'm on his side. I'm on your side. I don't know what's going on with the stuff with Frank. I'm sorry about all of this with Michaela and I. I just want to do what I feel like is the right thing. I'm going to be here. I'm going to do whatever it takes to help Wes out. It is what it is. And then that's when Wes comes in. He's like, okay, I have my paperwork. Next thing we know, the paperwork magically gets slipped to Mahoney's lawyer. And Wes's lawyer is like, Annalise, I know you somehow gave Mahoney's lawyer Wes's psychiatric evaluation papers. I know you did it. Now you're going to go and do stuff behind my back? See, I respect the fact that you love Wes and you're trying to protect him, but don't go and try to undermine me. This is how this is going to work. Either we're going to be united or I'm going to report these findings. I'm looking at him like, your name's Kevin, right? Kevin, shut up. You're not going to say a damn thing. You're not going to say a damn thing because Annalise knows what she's doing. Bonnie, this is supposed to be your friend, right? I get it. It's cute. He's supposed to be above board. Annalise said, first off, you're discussing attorney-client privilege. So, and Bonnie is just like, okay, Annalise, we still have the whole thing with Frank. What do you want Frank to do? Don't worry, I'll figure that out. Just a little bit later. Connor and Asher, you know, they're having this little cutesy talk while they're in the bathroom. Well, in the shower, actually. And this is where, not Connor, Asher, Connor and Oliver. And Oliver, you know, he's trying to pry into Connor's life a little bit more, trying to find out the information that he never seems privy to, which, as we know, has to do with the whole foolishness of what Annalise has Connor keeping from Oliver. The fact that Annalise just hired Oliver to protect him and to keep an eye on him. I mean, there is so much that you don't need to know, Oliver, so get over it. And this is where your ex-boo thing's trying to go and call you to apologize. And Connor's just like, do you need to take that? So it's like, no, I'm where I need to be. I'm thinking, yeah, for now. What is it? Michaela and Asher, they make up because Michaela and Asher are on opposing sides with the whole West thing. And Asher's just like, where's your heart? Where's your compassion? What's going on? And she said, you know, I understand, because the way that you grew up, you actually still see the good in people. I get it. I get it. I just don't feel the same way. You actually had a mommy and daddy who taught you those things and who loved you, so you have compassion for others. Me, I'm a little bit different. So that's when Asher said, was it your mom or your dad? What? Was it your mom or your dad that taught you not to be compassionate or closed off? This is just like, there's a lot of stuff going on with my family. You know, I have a mom who I can't trust. I have relatives who are drug addicts and steal and do all this stuff. And that's why I'm the way that I am. And that's all you're getting for now. And it's just like, okay, so we still good? It's like, yeah, we good. Come on. Where's your head on mama's lap? I'm like, oh, Jesus. Why is this cute? Why am I actually enjoying this? Like, has this Trump election shaken me so much that I'm actually appreciating Michaela and Asher's relationship? Is that what's actually happening here? Wes is talking to Annalise, and Wes is just like, look, I understand you're gonna go and trust Nate, or, you know, put your faith back in Nate, someone who, not Nate, sorry, in Frank, someone who had the audacity to basically inadvertently get your baby killed? Annalise said, excuse me, you killed my husband. Who are you talking to? Regardless of if I actually like Sam at the point when you killed him, you still killed him. So who? No. Wes goes to the other room, and now they're trying to devise a plan of, alright, Wes leaves, Frank calls, and Frank's like, I'm in the woman's house. You know, the woman that paid me the money that had Annalise's baby inadvertently killed. I'm in her house, Bonnie. Look at these pictures. She has a daughter. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She doesn't have a husband. She has a daughter. A woman who has a daughter had the audacity to go and kill Annalise's child. What do you want me to do? What does she want me to do? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And Annalise was just like, no, no, no. We are not going to do that. We are not going to kill this woman as a daughter. I don't care how evil she is. We are not going to play low. When they go low, we go high. Michelle Obama. God, we're really going from Melania Trump to from Michelle Obama to Melania Come on. This is no. So Annalise says no, don't do it. Just get out of there. And this is the interesting thing. Bonnie tells Frank, do it. Bonnie tells Frank, you better do it. Do it. You know, Annalise, it's okay. She'll survive. She needs this, Frank. She needs this. Just go and do this. Do this for her. I'm thinking, Lord Jesus. And that's when Annalise was like, is that Frank on the phone? Don't do it. Don't you do it, Frank. Don't you do it. We have another plan. We have another plan that we can enact. Annalise, you know, she almost slips. She goes to the store. She's smelling that alcohol. She's like, Lord Jesus, I need this. A woman next to her is judging her. It's like, you better buy that. You opened it up and stiffened it. You better buy that. It's like, what? Hello? I can do whatever I want. It's a free country. Still. Instead, she goes and gets junk food. While she's getting junk food, the woman at the counter is just like, oh, Lord. Have the munchies? Like, no. Premenopause. Annalise sees some burner phones, realizes, oh my gosh. That's it. That's how we're going to handle it. That's how we're going to handle it. Frank was like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I got out of there and I looked at her. I looked at her for a long time, but I snuck out of there. I'm still in the car. I'm right outside her house. Bonnie's like, do it. Do it. Annalise needs this. You better go and do it. Annalise comes in. Thankfully, Annalise comes in and says, no, we have a better plan. Now, what do you call it? Wes, he passes his mental evaluation. Because he was in the psych ward, he had to pass a mental evaluation before being able to go and put himself on trial or be able to be held competent enough to go on trial. Annalise pays off someone and in order to go and slip a burner phone to Mahoney. Mahoney's stupid enough to go and accept it. I'm like, dude, you're going on trial. And it's just like the little things that people sometimes don't think. I'm not mad because we're not on his side, but I'm just looking at this like you're an idiot. Annalise calls in Laurel, says like, I need your help. Laurel goes to Nate and says, Nate, I'm on here on my own volition and I need your help because Wes needs your help. So Wes comes back and of course he passes. Everyone's excited. Well, Asher is excited. Of course, Laurel's excited. The other two are just like, okay, it's good. You finally didn't mess up for once. Now, the court case goes on. And this is how the court case essentially turns out. They're going and they're badgering Wes and they're trying to basically say that because he was in a mental hospital that he can't be competent enough to go and stand trial. He can't be competent enough to say that he, without a shadow of a doubt, saw the Mahoney boy and that even his alibi, all of that, is stronger than Wes's mental competence. Wes's lawyer's like, hold up, here's how this is gonna go. I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this. I see what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna work and it's not realistic. Why? Because here's what actually happened. You, Mahoney's alibi slipped him a burner phone. And the thing was, she was at home with her daughter and she called him. She called him and we have the records to prove it. And, you know, this was clearly an orchestrated plot because, oh, they never worked together? Oh, yeah, they never worked together. And yet she made contact with him. I see how this is some BS. He clearly used his money and influence to pay someone off. Because he was able to do that, you have to throw this case out. You have to throw this case out. That's the only way that this could be fair. You have to throw it out. He is a liar. He orchestrated to kill his father. It is what it is. And remember, that's why Laurel went to Nate. Because Laurel gave Nate the burner phone to give to one of Nate's people. So that one of Nate's people could go and give it to the Mahoney kid. I'm looking at this like, Annalise, you savage. I love it. I love it. This is old How to Get Away with Murder. This is old How to Get Away with Murder at its finest, and I love it. So at least as of now, Wes is okay. Annalise goes back to the president and, you know, the college president and tells her, look, what happened? Yeah, he wants everything, and it looks like it may come to pass because I said yes, that I was guilty to child endangerment. And Annalise is like, why in the heck did you do that? She said, I had no choice. It was either I do that or I lose all rights. Annalise said, I'm going to help your case. I'm going to represent you. She said, no, you don't have to do that, girl. You have your own mess. It's like, no, do you actually trust anyone else to get you out of this mess? Honestly, surprisingly, no. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to represent you. It is what it is. You're welcome, because you can't sit. You had all this fire against me, and yet when it actually comes to your kids, and get the better of you, regardless if it's your husband or not. The president said, "Wait, is this about me or is this about your ex-husband?" She said, "About my ex-husband and every other man that I had to deal with, excluding Nate, and every other man I had to deal with. You know, being forceful, putting their hands, being verbally abusive. We're not going to let this mess stand." And yeah, the reason why that case got thrown out, no, not got thrown out, but the reason why Wes dodged a bullet was because Nate got, they put, you know, Annalise's baby killer, that's what I'm calling her, on the stand, and that lawyer ripped her a new one. I already told you how she ripped her a new one, and it was amazing. The mom was like, "Oh, you know, it's terrible that the court system couldn't see that without a shadow of my doubt. My son was innocent. It's terrible when the system fails you." I'm thinking, oh, so you know how it feels. Congratulations. I don't feel sorry for you. Bite me. That's how I felt when she said that. I'm like, oh, because you have money and privilege, you thought you could spend your way out of it. Even if you're innocent, you're not fully innocent. It is what it is. I don't feel bad. Connor and Oliver, they're over. Connor and Oliver are over because Oliver kept prying. Oliver wanted to know more about, you know, why is it that I can know like 99% of you, but not all of you. I'm looking at him like, first of all, you don't have the right to know all of Connor. Connor is keeping things away from you because he needs to. I understand you feel like you need to be with someone who's very transparent with you. But Oliver basically called Connor, you know, damaged. And Connor called it. He was like, oh, so that's why you don't want to be with me. That's why you didn't want to be with me in the first place. That's the real issue. It's not because of cheating. It's not because of anything else. It's because you see me as damaged. Okay, I see how it is. You want to be nosy. You want to know all of me. But here's the thing. You want a relationship and you want it to be all on your terms. And you're an open book and I'm not. And I have people to protect. And because of the field I'm in, you can't understand that. We actually don't need to be together. I'm thinking, Oliver, I knew it. Connor got on my nerves, but I knew there was just something about you that I didn't like. And now I know what it is. Wes comes from his court case and Laurel's just like, you know, is everything good? Is everything good? So it's like, yeah, it seems like everything's good. Wes was just like, you know, come here. I got you. She's just like, what? Wait, what? You always have me. You always have my back. I want to have yours. So I was like, oh gosh, am I feeling something for this relationship too? No, stop it. Damn it, Trump. Damn it. Annalise gets home. She tells Bonnie to go home because Frank is there. Frank is there. And Frank is just like, you know what? I did it. I didn't go and kill the woman. I didn't do it. But Connor comes over to Michaela's house, Michaela's apartment, and says, you know what, broke up with Oliver. I just can't do it. He flips the table. He kicks the table. And Asher's like, what the hell's going on here? He said, not right now. Not right now. I'm not doing this right now. And no, actually, no, that's not what he said. Michaela's just like, no, go back in, go back in. Till he went back in, and Michaela's phone was ringing. It was her mom, and Asher picked up. And now we know why Michaela's mom was in her apartment just, what was it, 2 weeks ago or so. Damn you, Asher, damn you. But this is where we see Frank trying to do everything he can to apologize to Annalise. It's like, I'm sorry, no, I did everything for you, but I was so afraid, I was so mentally distraught and weak that Sam took advantage of me. He took advantage of the situation, and I didn't say anything because I didn't think I could. And Annalise said, that's not an excuse. You are a grown man. At the end of the day, you made the conscious decision to lie to me every day, to see me go through it, instead of me having solace in some form of peace. I don't want your apology. I don't accept your apology. That's why I didn't want you to kill that woman. Because this is your fault. This is your fault, and you didn't have the decency to at least tell me, regardless of what Sam said, regardless of what anyone else said. So Frank's like, I know, I'm sorry, I'll just kill myself. And he took out the gun, and he put up a, I'm like, Lord Jesus. She was just like, do it! Do it! Why aren't you do it yet? See, that's the thing. You don't have the resolve. You don't have the balls. You can go and kill people, but you can't actually do some of yourself in your own personal life. Do it! Do it! Bonnie's just like, wait, Annalise doesn't mean it. Annalise doesn't mean it. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's like, shut up, Bonnie. Do it. Do it, Frank. Do it. We didn't see that. We just see Annalise is still in jail, and Annalise is thinking, okay, maybe Bonnie's come to save her. Nope. Annalise is still alone. Bonnie's having to deal with Michaela, Asher, and Oliver. And it's just like, wait, I don't understand what's going on. And Michaela's just like, wait a minute. Annalise invited us to the house before this happened. What happened to Connor? What happened to Connor? I'm thinking, what happened to Connor? Come on now. You can't really think that Annalise did something to him. Next thing we know, we see Oliver's guy. And we're looking at him like, okay. I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? Are those drugs? Is that a condom wrapper and some drugs? Oh, no, that's condom wrapper and some lube. And Connor slept with Oliver's ex to get back at Oliver. That's where Connor is. That was a really petty moment. I'm not even mad because Oliver got on my damn nerves. Was that low of Connor? Absolutely. And we'll see the fallout. But this means that, I'm like, crap, is it Nate? Is it Nate? Or is it Frank? Because Frank didn't kill himself. Like, they're not going to start, damn, what if they started off the season finale with Frank killing himself? And then they're covering it, dang, oh, wow. But I don't see it. I don't see it. I more so see someone died. It's a dead body. It's a male dead body. If it's somehow inadvertently Nate, that's so whack because it's like, it'll be random. It's like, how did he even get to the... I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are. Please like, comment, subscribe.